Leo, good morning. How you doing, my Leos? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mirror, twin flame mirror reading from the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine reading, and seeing what you're going through karmically. If there's any kind of mirrors, triggers that you need to look at, situations that might be very difficult this month, or well, this week, well, the next 48. But we'll see what comes up anyway. I don't think I'm going to put a time bracket on it. But I thought I'd give it a try. People are asking me to do twin flame readings, so I thought I'd give it a go. So let's see, because I normally do other readings. But what is going on with Leo's karmic soulmate situation or twin flame mirror? Show me Leo of what they've got going on, please, for Leo. So you got the Five of Pentacles. So you could be a life path 5, Sagittarius or Taurus. But either way, someone is suffering at the moment financially. Okay, there might be a problem that one of these people has got going on. I'm also hearing on, Ronald McDonald's. Someone might be on a diet. They could be eating. There might be a problem around an eating disorder for a lot of people, like a mental health condition of mental disorder of, because this can be overindulgent binging. Okay, well, it doesn't mean that, but I'm channeling it of like Ronald McDonald's, so burgers and stuff like that. So there could be like weight issues that are kind of going on, but this person could also be suffering financially. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this is you or the other person, it's up to you, but one of you is more than likely facing an energy that is financially struggling maybe here, or it's weight issues. Let's see what's going on. So, but they're also, what they're going through is an energy of not leaving, is either leaving or not leaving. Okay, so if you're with a karmic soulmate or a twin flame, you're going through a mirror. This is going obviously through like abandonment issues and stuff like that, and it's about staying put and not abandoning the connection and actually staying and dealing with situations together as a team. And if you can't do that, then you're obviously not on the same page as the person that's obviously going to come up on the other side. Five of Pentacles could definitely talk about where you or your partner is dealing with like situations to be able to stay around long enough to not ghost and leave. Like obviously a 9 is a ghosting and leaving energy, but so is a Five of Pentacles. So if your partner is suffering through like stuff going on where, you know, is building up more pressure of making sure that your partner doesn't leave you anymore, unless they have and you are on your own, okay? But this could, I'm also hearing Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, or someone that could also have a drug addiction as well, maybe, of cocaine, maybe. I'm also hearing Derek or Dan, Danielle, Danny Glover, Life Path 7 could be involved, or a Cancerian. So show me the other person connected to Leo, please. Show me the other person through the mirror of twin flame energy for Leo. Show me the other person connected to Leo. So you got the Seven of Swords. So there's the Cancerian Life Path 7 that I just shouted out. So there's an energy of like I said, ghosting and leaving, and non-committal energy of a flight risk. Okay, so if you are dealing with, say, a karmic twin flame and the person has left, okay, this is a situation that one of you more than likely, or it's relating to the same person, okay, that has to deal with a flight risk. Do you keep coming and going in and out of my life, and why do you do that? Why can you not stay put? Okay, and why can you also, because this energy might need to deal with temper, okay, like complaining at you for doing stuff, right? Because don't forget, 7 has a 5 in its hand when it runs from it, okay? Because it runs from a decision that when things get tough and things become like a 5 energy, they run from the 5, but they run back to a 5. So the problem that is at hand with this situation at present, okay, I will go over maybe you guys that could be together or not together, okay, but there's an energy here of, you know, you keep leaving me and then coming back, and why do you do that? Well, that's the mirror. That's the mirror that brings the person back to say, are you going to be a flight risk, and are you going to keep running out on me and abandoning me when the tough get going? When the tough get going, could be Billy or Ocean. Ocean's 11 could have something to do around a Libra, maybe. Okay, but the Atlantic Ocean. So it can mean that in a circumstance that some of you have got going on, but don't forget, man, you know me, when I do my other readings, I read in code and numerology, meaning that Leo is also Aquarius, because they're both major arcana 8s. if you've just found this channel, you'll have to watch the star signs where I tell you about numerology that I read in, okay? Because they're both major arcana 8 is Leo and Aquarian. So because the first thing that's called out is a 7, that would be Life Path 7 or Cancerian. There's no other 7 energy that relates to a star sign, okay? I don't want to explain that too much, but okay, so like I said, you can still watch this as maybe an Aquarian and see if you pick up the same kind of cards and synchronicities, right? It's like watching it from your life path number aspect. Okay, so life path 8, Aquarian or Leo, but we'll stick with Leo at the moment. So what you're dealing with your partner is one of you may be struggling financially and the other one's come back into your life, either has just come back into your life or about to come back into your life. One of you could be dealing financially and the other one may not. But here, this is a situation of like, you keep leaving me, you keep ghosting me, you keep abandoning me. Why will you not commit to the energy full term? Okay, what is it that about my temper that triggers you off to make me tempered and make me angry? Why do you leave when I get angry and I ask for support? So this can be like my working environment, right? My working environment on this side shows me that I have to work harder to get money, but the people that I work for or with, okay, I can end up being in a temper when I get home. So I come home at the end of the day and I'm on my own, but I'm stressed out. When I've got something to say to you, you don't stay around long enough in order to support me to ask me how my day has been. Okay, so if I get 5'd through that, which is Sagittarius, Taurus, or Life Path 5, and I get to the point where I'm angry, can you look at that anger that triggers me off to stop me from leaving because I don't like being told what to do, and I also don't like aggression. So when we deal with twin flames or soulmates, okay, you can have these conditions where they are of like attachment and obviously detachment style. Someone put me onto that and I kind of appreciate you telling me about that, because I didn't really know about it too much at the beginning, but it's kind of like set a few things off, like attachment and detachment styled relationships. Okay, so detaching, attaching, detaching, retrograde, blah, blah, blah. You come back around again and eventually here you are. Okay, why did you leave last time? What made you leave, right? So when you get aggression, okay, if I just very briefly give you some of my lessons that I've learned with my Leo, okay, is that when I was a child, okay, I was forced to finish my plate and eat food, right? So I was told what to do, okay? When I was growing up also, if there was an argument at home, I would be forced to, if I was to say, look, can you please stop arguing because I don't like it, and I would leave and go into my bedroom here, right? I would leave there in the kitchen and I would go into my bedroom, right? Now, instead of someone coming in and saying, look, I'm sorry that we're arguing, blah, 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 I didn't. I got beaten because I had a voice. Okay, I have a voice, what a voice tonight. So I swang from that chandelier, Leo. But like when I came in here, I was told off and had to go out and made to feel like me speaking up for myself and asking people not to argue. Can you not do that because I don't like it when my parents are arguing? And instead of like, I'm sorry and blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't. It was, if I ever hear you talk like that again, you'll get beat. Okay, so why I'm saying to you, because this is what I'm going to have to stop doing. I'm going to have to stop being one of those readers that tell the truth and speak aloud of people, okay, and circumstances. So I'm sorry if I have to stop doing that, but it's caused way too much trouble in the past, so I'm going to have to stop doing that. Okay, but that can be a trigger that you're working on. It's the trouble with being a medium and a job. When you do it, you pick up things and you best not speak of them. Okay, but regardless, this energy here is about that when I was younger, I went through certain circumstances that I don't like people getting angry and aggressive, and I don't like conflict, right? This is conflict, and I avoid it, right? I avoid conflict, right? 7 can be an avoiding energy, right? Whether it be in reverse or upright, but I'm avoiding conflict. When you start becoming angry and aggressive at me and you tell me what to do, I don't like it. So through your twin flame or soulmate mirror, this can be what a parent, okay, has gone through with their children, and this has happened quite a lot within a circumstance where I'd never really got to know my parents because they were always telling me what to do and I didn't like it, and I always sort of like ran downstairs or ran upstairs and tried to avoid talking to my parents because of the aggression of telling me what to do, right? So this can still be a parenting energy, okay? It could be a parenting energy that's still teaching this energy to avoid things in life and not to actually deal with them themselves, okay? So don't forget, karmic energy of twin flame and soulmate are what we learn through lessons, right? So this is either going to happen maybe around a parent, a mother or a father, okay? Or your actual dynamic that goes on with your twin. When you're with your twin flame, things that you notice along the way are external environmental energies, meaning that your karma will switch on you. It'll either be a client, a person, work, family, or your actual relationship. It'll be one or the other. But whatever it is, you have to face it, okay? And you have to accept it. The one thing that I've known about karmic energy is that when you speak things aloud, whether they're truthful or not, is that you have to accept that if someone is, I don't know, saying and doing whatever they're doing, you have to accept it, because if you retaliate, that makes it worse. So you have to bypass it. You have to skip over the energy, okay? So do not ever retaliate. Major lesson in retaliation. No matter what anyone does or says, never retaliate, okay? So there's an energy of avoiding lessons that are going on with a parent or yourselves within your dynamic. Now, if you are actually not with this person presently, there's a good chance that they could be coming back into your life in order to do what they did, more than likely again. Now, if you are with your actual person and they are working on this is what you are both working through. Okay? Don't forget, Saturn is Capricorn. Capricorn represents hell. When we pay back energy, we pay it to the devil. We pay it back to the devil. Okay? So there's a get back and a payback energy here, right? It's like mortgage, all those sort of things, right? I'm paying back the energy to devil, not to a god, to Devi, to a god, right? A demigod, a witch, maybe, don't know. I don't teach that, but like to a something or other. But yeah, so you've got this energy of paying back, okay? It can be in your environment or it can be within yourselves, but there's an energy that's trying to come back in order to work on this 5 that made them leave in the first place. Okay, so it's an understanding, it's a forgiving energy. Will you forgive me if I was to come back? If I was to come back, would you want to work on this? If I am back and we are speaking, we are presently working on this. Okay, so let's see. Show me more about this side on the left, please, Spirit. What they're going through with their twin flame and their mirrored energy. So you get 2 cards. You get another 5. You could be dealing with a life path 5, a Sagittarius, or a Taurus energy. Virgo for me. Don't forget, I read in numerology. Okay, so because why? Because if this is a 9, the major arcana of 9 is Virgo, right? Is the Hermit. So it's the minor arcana of Virgo. Okay. 5. Sagittarius is a 5. Taurus is a 5. Life path 5 is a 5. Which means within that cycle of that star sign and also the numerology number of life path is the experience that I learned through my life path. So if you're twin or twat flame, regardless of whether you're with them or not. Sorry, but twin flames I call different energies. Okay, twat flame is pretty much like a person where you kind of like you're acting like a dickhead, Dave, right? Like, but 5s, Sagittarius, Taurus, life path 5. Your life experience. If you're dealing with a life path 5 and a life path 7, there you go. Your energy makes what? 3, right? So through my teaching that I've taught, that I'm apparently not, but again, through my teaching that is over on Patreon, my method, through going through the twin flame saga for 17 years, I teach about where your life path comes together to make one. So a 7 and a 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3, Pisces, right? But it makes a drama triangle of 1, 2, 3. So you could have or do find yourselves arguing maybe every 3 days, 3 nights, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. Okay, but your dynamic number of karma between you guys, if you are a 5 and a 7, is a 3. That's your dynamic number. That's your karmic value. That's what you're going through karmically. So you can look into the 3 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, okay, the 3 of Wands, Pisces energy, the World, the Hangman, major arcana energies. Distancing, having to travel towards your person, okay, working on things, speaking, learning, teaching, okay, guiding. Then the World, obviously, long distance. And then the Hangman, stuck, sacrifice, okay. Are you prepared to sacrifice things about your ego that stops you from running away from responsibility? 7 runs from a responsibility energy. Okay, you're going to have to remain more responsible for your own actions and pay it back karmically for things that you've done in your life, and you're going to have to pay that back because you've done it. Okay, so what is done is done. It's Butchie. So what is done is done. Or Dan, or Danielle. There you go, Danielle. You all right, Danielle? How you doing? Hope you guys are all right. But that could be that. I'm only saying that, right, because if you don't know of those numbers, you really need to look at the gold tier there, because it'll help you out so much more when you understand your valued number. Okay, and how you can look at those, because your time of birth also relates to how to find your karmic twin energy. The lessons that you will go through being a 3. Okay. So show me more about this side, please, for the twin. So mirroring. So you are mirroring each other, okay? So let's have a look at the sequence of pattern. There's an abandonment energy of maybe aggression, okay? Getting wound up and getting aggressive and starting having a go and causing an argument, right? Because of bills, because of money, because of what the other person has or don't have. Jealous energy also, okay? You have this, I don't have this. You have this about you that I don't like. Okay, you have more money, you don't. You have this, you have that, blah, 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 right? Also environmental energy that's going on. So you get a 2 of Cups, soulmates that are more than likely not together. If you're not, you could have got divorced in the past. You could have an ex-husband or a wife that you've had. Oh, wow, sorry. My girlfriend literally just reaches out and tells me she loves me. What do you know? You got to love the Leos. Who am I doing, Leo? Right. But anyway, 2 of Cups, right? So it's like this triggered energy. So if you guys are not together, there is a chance that this person might be trying to come back into your life to reconcile from a 2 back to a 6. Okay, back to a 6 of Cups. Okay, so if not, your partner is considering wanting to actually do that, is to come back. But if you here, this side, blame this energy for being the way they are, you will end up owing that back karmically. Because karmically, you will still lose this person because you will push them away. Your energy is about push, pull, give. Okay, that was what was in the monthly and the weekly readings of star signs. Okay, which is one of my favourite artists. Push, pull, tear. I can't take it any further. Push, pull, tear. Okay. Alan Stone. Okay. So push, pull, push, pull. If there is energy in between, which is what I'm going to end up doing later, that I'll tell you about, but I'm going to end up doing readings that are, what are the lessons that are going to be in between you here, okay? But if you push this person out, there'll be another go around maybe later where this person's trying to come back karmically to rectify the energy that has been done and said. They're trying. Okay, they're trying. But like I said, it depends if you, this side, want to try. Because if you're like, no way, Jose, do I ever want you in my life again, then you are completely and utterly karmically connected to someone that would have caused a lot of chaos in your life. Okay. But why do they keep coming back? Because here, what I taught you guys here, these are ticking clocks, hands of clocks. This is retrograde, right? This is Mercury. It goes around a lot quicker than any of the other planets, so it's a time sequence. It goes around and around and around, and it ticks, but it ticks much quicker than this planet does. This planet takes much longer to get back around to a planet and also a number. Okay, a number and a planet and a star placement. It matches up with you and them. So within time sequences, each one ticks, opens up and closes down within a certain amount of time, quicker or smaller. Okay, so in a given amount of time through your chakras is pretty much what brings you together and apart, right? Because it's time. That's metaphysical time that's showing you within your chakra and the planet. Okay, so so the other person has the Ace of Swords on their side that they're trying to rectify this. They're trying to come in to be honest, trying to be honest with the energy. But there could be lying that's kind of going on here, because Libra or 2 can mean lying, trying to get away with something and not telling the truth. Like, I'm not going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to come, well, it depends if it's environmental or whichever way around it is. But, you know, there's beef here or roast beef, which is the 3 bears, is it? Roast beef. This little piggy had none, or the nun, maybe. I don't know. But like this little piggy had, I don't know, someone could be calling someone fat. I don't know. Don't worry about it. I'm overweight and I'm losing weight. But I do have a health condition. That's called binge eating disorder. But never mind, that's a health condition. But there's an energy of the 3 bears or the 3 little pigs, or whichever way around it is, right? So that's what I'm hearing. So there's an energy of someone maybe lying. Okay, not telling the truth. Like, not looking where I'm going. Back here, maybe to lie about what's been going on. Okay? Here. Because I'm trying to separate energy so I can give you as many messages as I can that is either to do with, like, your soulmate or twin flame coming back, or lessons that you're going through that's more environmental energy. So there is an energy here of moving, like I want to move from here to this 5 of Pentacles. If you guys are actually moving, right, you're actually moving, packing up your shit and you're moving, this is what you will get when you live there, when you first turn up. Because the 5 of Pentacles is what you will always get when you move. It means you have to start over again. Okay, financially, new job, start over again. Okay, persisting to stay with it and start over again. Turning over a new leaf. Living in a new house. Living in a new state or a country. Okay, starting a new job. Starting a new job. Getting used to it. Okay, learning as I go on. Now, if this is relating not to moving, there is complications that maybe when someone comes back, they may not tell the whole truth. Nothing but the truth, so help me God, Steve Vi. So Steve, Violet, Vienna, Vanessa. Anybody's got V or S in their name? But I don't know why I keep picking it up. I'm not telling the truth. Don't know. But like I said, it depends if you're in union or not in union. Because if you're in union and you are with the person, then you're working on it. If you're not with the person, there's more of a push-pull-give. It's a mirrored energy, okay? So, at the moment, that is all I'm doing. Now, I would normally clarify these over on the other side, but I can't do that because I've already done your reading, and I've now just decided I'm going to do these. So, over on Patreon is your full weekly reading. It's a full spread to show you what you've got coming up for your week, okay? But then, so, sorry, because I was going to do global stuff, but I've decided to do, obviously, star signs. So, yeah, your actual reading for your star sign, okay, is over on Patreon. But you'll need the silver or the gold tier. Eventually, these are what you will get on the other side. And then I will start doing, I'll start it off on here, and then in the middle I'll say, okay, we'll clarify these. And then in the middle I'll show you what obstacles there are, what are their thoughts, what are their feelings, what they're going through, okay? So I'm going to stick with doing twin flame stuff like this for the star signs, but at the moment your actual reading is over on Patreon, but you'll need the silver or gold tier. Now, I'm also doing a lot of channeling just lately every other night of deceased loved ones. If you have a lost parent or a lost mum, father, daughter, son, whichever way around it is, everybody has been sending me feedback saying that that is absolutely on point. So if you would like to hear from a loved one, it will only cost you $2 or $3 to be able to do that, because it's the join button below. So I've been a medium for a very long time, okay? So I channel whoever you want me to. So you put your intentions out, and when I go live, I'm always contacted by spirits, and I literally draw you a picture. This one was about someone being shot 3 times, okay? Sorry, everything just fell. But someone being shot 3 times, this was KR, okay? And then we went through this one, car, loads of different things, right? So I draw all of these, I draw you a picture, and everything that I've done has always been come up as correct. So if you would like that, you would need to join the join button below, and it is literally only $2 or $3. It really doesn't cost you much, and it helps out. And then you can get messages from your loved ones, okay? Then I also do readings as well. So if you want a personal reading, you can apply below. But if you join, and then I go through everybody throughout the month and say, okay, what's your name? Couple of 3 cards, there's your question, next. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. What's your question? There you go, couple of 3 cards, there's your question, okay? So that's just a very quick one, but all details are below. That is the join button though. Thanks very much, Leo, really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you over on Patreon or next time.